So yeah, my name is Stefan Nortier. I am a trainer and a coach in the entrepreneurship at Word team. The whole team is actually facilitating starting up people at the Wageningen University. And we facilitate all kinds of things, but my role is basically guiding individuals and teams in their development as an entrepreneur. Entrepreneurship in generally means that you are able to get the steering wheel of your life in hand. So what you want to achieve with entrepreneurial skills and mindsets and attitudes, you can actually create that for yourself. So it's not necessarily all about creating business, but it's more about creating the things you want to have in life professionally. I value sustainable entrepreneurship in particular because I think it's one of the biggest challenges we have, and I think innovation and entrepreneurship can really contribute to finding new answers to existing problems. So the creativity that entrepreneurship entails really can contribute to speeding up the process of finding sustainable answers to biodiversity, to climate change. So yeah, I think it can make a difference, the combination of entrepreneurship and sustainable focus in that. At Entrepreneurship at Wageningen and at the startup facility, people start sort of on their journey. And I think personal development and team development is important in that, because when you start that journey as an entrepreneur or being entrepreneurial or learning a lot of entrepreneurial skills, a lot of things happen with yourself. So you have to start thinking about different things, how I go about ambiguity, how I go about change, and so yeah, that means that the individual, as being an entrepreneur, also develops and change. And I really like guiding that as a coach. And then there's the team aspect. So when people start working together in a startup or maybe on an idea, then they really have to also learn about each other, their strengths, and where they can improve, and where they're lacking capacity that they might need from someone else in their network. So yeah, I think development of the business, of the idea, always entails the development of yourself or the people you work with. An example of that is that when you start working on an idea and it develops into, well, a business, or you're thinking about becoming a business, it's also really important to make the next step in terms of the roles you have opposed to each other. And so some of them start here really as friends or as roommates or as peers in their study, which is excellent, but at one point it gets a bit more serious, and then you need also clear alignment. And we use then, for instance, a social contract to put that on paper and really discuss what they think is important business-wise, so they can keep staying friends besides the business. That's an important step, for instance, in professionalization. I think, generally speaking, it is important to be very aware of the next step you're going to make with each other in a team. So we also guide those things in how you, for instance, do your meetings, do your external contracts, role division, how can you make use of each other's strengths, who you would like or need to hire when you want to scale up. So all these kinds of personal team development are contributing to making from idea to a business, or the business to scaling up a success. Common challenges and hurdles I do see in the beginning of teams is that they start out with an idea, which they are very enthusiastic about from the content side or the technical side, and then they realize that there's actually much more to it. So they do see that there's a customer that also has an idea about the product or the service that they want to deliver, or the way towards the customer is a question that they didn't think about. And that asks also something from themselves in terms of skills or knowledge or action, basically. So I always like to sort of make them aware of that and then guide them to the process how to. So if you're a student, just graduated, or a PhD, got just promoted, and you have an idea that you want to develop, or just starting up yourself with an entrepreneurial mindset, or develop your skills, just come to the startup and we can talk, especially on the Wednesday drinks at 5, then we can easily meet, and looking forward to see you all.